Hi, everybody. Let me just... Okay. Well, welcome. Let's see. Well, hi everybody. It is so good to see you, to be here with you. I always really love these Wisdom Wednesdays. So the tarot deck that wanted to be with us, to work with us today, are these. I'm going to just center myself. When you arrive, just say hi so I can see you. The energy really starts moving as people begin showing up. So, okay. Let me just set my energy. I'm going to try something different today also. Hey, Jeanette. Hey, Bridget, Richard. Good to see you. Oh my God. It's wonderful to see you. So I'm just setting my energy, shuffling the deck, and seeing what, just centering myself so that I become a hollow bone. You don't want my opinions, my thoughts, and so I get out of the way and open up all my centers. And just ask for one voice to come through clearly. Let me just hear you all work through one voice. I love being with my friends, I have to tell you. Even though we're not in the same room, I love being with my friends. And the Tarot Masters begin speaking about the importance of community and collaboration. Bridget, I see you. I miss you, girlfriend. So, community and collaboration is important in these coming times. Let's see, I'm going to spread these cards out. I'm going to pick 3 cards. Actually, there are a few more cards that are wanting to be pulled. Okay. I'm going to keep these cards in this shuffled order, so if I need any more. Hey, Brandy. We'll have them. Okay. So really interesting. Um, so I'll show you. This is where we are right now. This is where we are coming from, and this is where we're going. All right, so it is about community. The overarching card that is like above us is the star, and below us is the devil. So let's just see how these all parlay into where we are. So the page of swords is where we are presently, and this is where each of us is being called to find our truth. And you know, the sword is air. It's our communication. It's our creativity, and it the sword can impale the veil of illusion. So we're all being called to find our truth, and it's going to be important not to cling to the old ways, even the mind. You know, we're being called forth to elevate into our higher mind. So even the lower mind, what we thought was true, it's like we are being called to discover our truth. And it requires courage and bravery to go someplace that you've never been before in this expansive moment in time. And it reminds us that, you know, that this is a repetitive theme that keeps coming up. The time of the lone wolf is over, and that it is possible to, you know, find the helpers, the good people in your world, the collaborators, the ones that want to uplift and do their healing work now. The light beckons us forward. And so even in this world we're not alone, but even in the spiritual world we're not alone. So again, it's, you know, it's each of us being really quiet, finding our truth, and stepping into a bigger arena. Many hands make light work. And it's hard to, you know, to do it alone. That doesn't work for us. So, you know, get out of the house, get out of the office, and be part of this world. It's like sprinkling fairy dust. You know, like your energy needs to be out in the world. You're lighting the way for a new dawn, new possibilities, a new world. The old world is dying. They're in their death throes. We know this. They're clinging to the old ways, and we will get through it together. one of the important things to do is to focus on what what can I do? Who can I serve? How can I make an impact in my day today? It can be as simple as going to the grocery store and at the checkout counter, being kind, patient, and uplifting. I love that sweater on you. That's a great color. Like, the world needs the balm of your light and your kindness. Spread kindness. You know, above us we have the star card, which reminds us that we're not too far from home, from who we are. There is a shining light guiding us on our journey forward. And it behooves us now to bring that light deeper within us. Allow it to expand in our life. Become your highest self. Say yes to your soul's work. Some of you will find this with your spiritual teachers that have a light before you that can light the path that has been tried and true, and that will support your evolution. The words of the seeker would be, who am I? Where am I going? What's my purpose? And the star is also like the star on a stage. You're not here to live small and seemingly insignificant. It's the 9 to 5 road of slavery is behind you. Step forward. Be brave and courageous. Work with your spiritual team. You'll be guided. So this requires us to sit in a quiet place, so that we can hear the call of our soul. Some of the things that we can do is meditation, getting quiet, learning to quiet the mind. Not the meditation found on an app. That is a starting point, but actually there's different kinds of meditation that have purpose. You can go for a walking meditation in nature. You can light a candle, create an altar, dedicate space to your unfolding and your service in this world. Invite your spirit to speak with you, and create that quiet place that you can evolve and grow into. So our higher self is calling us. We had the Devil card. Now the Devil card is not a big scary entity. The Devil card is it can be the things that hold us back. And the devil card also reminds us that we have the chains that bind us. We have the power to unhook the chains ourselves. Nobody can hold us back. And so we're being encouraged. That is the underlying energy that holds all of us back. Our traumas, our illusions, our imposter syndrome, our fear of success. If we've had a conversation, the one thing you might have heard me say is that, a lot of people that come to see me in a healing session say that they're afraid of failure. But the truth is we all fail. We fail all the time, and then we get up and we do it again. The mistake is when we cling to the failure. We allow our lower minds to pollute and hurt ourselves, and that we stop trying. So we all fail. That's not really the biggest fear. The fear is fear of success. What would as the road begins to disappear in front of us, we have to create the new pathway. And so it can be fearful. Also, the people that will have judgments and the people that we have attachments to their opinion that infect our success. And so we need to be brave and go for our own gold ring and not allow these illusionary chains to hold us back. So if you need healing work, get the healing work to peel away the things that are not you. If you need a reading to see what are the possibilities and probabilities, get the reading. This is a time where each of us is really being called forward. So unlock the chains that bind you, the traumas, the imposter syndrome, the negative things that we tell ourselves. These are the things that will become very apparent in our world right now. The one way to really circumvent that is to pivot. So don't focus on the lesser mind. Focus on, get up in the morning and focus on, okay, how do I want to spend my day? Who can I help? What do I need to do to bring my light into the world? Focus on what you do want. So if your mind gets involved and you can hear it starting to churn its old stories, that's the energy that is now circulating within your energy system. And if you pay attention to it, use your senses, taste, touch, sight, hearing, smell. Use your senses and start to notice what's happening in your energy. And then focus on the good, focus on something that was just lovely in your life. Maybe the birth of a child, the time that you sat in the sun and it engulfed you and warmed your body. Feel what that does to your energy. And so this is a time where we can really start using our awareness to poke through the veil and get to the next level. Use your teams. Again, it's collaboration. It might be spiritual training, healing. Do what you need to do so that you can live your best life. And this will unshackle you from the drudgery and the heaviness of the old story, the things that hold you back from this card. You know, and it's interesting. It doesn't have to be so hard. That's part of the programming that we were born into. The programming happens when we're born and we receive this soul and we begin moving through life. There is a forgetfulness, right? Children, babies, they see spirit, they see the angels, and there is an obsolescence of that life of pure spirit. And so our work, and then we have experiences and we have trauma, and you know, the negative ego. We have a positive ego. All, you know, the light within us, that is the positive. And that's where our goal is to return to our highest self. And so, you know, through the process, we also have this physical body that contains this mind, and we are flesh. And so our work is to peel away the things that are not us, so that we can step into this higher form that we are. And in these times, this societal, global change that is happening, this awakening that is happening on the planet, more and more people are coming to me that are regular people. They're not the New Age community. They are more and more everyday people that are kind of being blown out of the water and by the societal and global changes. Now, just as a refresher, if you haven't heard this story before, I've told this story before, particularly with the changes that have been coming through on the planet in the last 5 years. The world used to be a matriarchal society where women ruled, and we ruled by our womb. And so, you know, we governed, we made rules, we nurtured, and we owned property. And then at one point in history, the energy shifted and it became a patriarchal society, and women were shut down and men ruled. During COVID, the energy came in of the goddess, and she came in and told me that now is a time of divine union where men and women will walk side by side, that the old ways will fall away, that there's two paths before us now, and that the old guard is in the process of dying, and they will cling to the riverbanks in the death process. And we see that now. What she also said is that there's another path going forward, and this is the path of light and collaboration and diversity and unity, where every person's gifts are their superpower. So we don't want cookie cutter. We don't want people to be it's not about we don't want. It's like now is a time where everybody's superpower is being called forth. And we are different, and there is great beauty in our difference. No fingerprint on the planet is the same, and thus the fingerprint of God. None of us are the same. We are made in the image of the Creator. This isn't a religion. This is we are made in the image of the Creator, and our uniqueness is a celebration of the Creator and of life. And it is time, I'm getting goosebumps, I don't know about you, but it is time for each of us to rise. So celebrate your uniqueness. Go for the gold. Everybody has, there's such beauty all around us. So now is the time where we find our communities and lift each other up. Here we have the 10 of Cups, and Cups is emotion, deep intuition. Everybody, there is enough for everybody. And if you're doing your work, there is great joy, and then we can celebrate somebody else doing their work. So there is no competition. Like there are people doing readings, and everybody's going to do their readings their way, and people will be attracted to the right person doing readings, not just me. I can celebrate other people being taken care of. There's millions of people on the planet. We all get to do our work and celebrate one another, and so it's just such a vitally exciting thing that is happening in the midst of great chaos and uncertainty. And so let's get away from, protect yourselves. Don't go into the doom scrolling. Yes, we do need to know what is going on. You can do a review in 10 minutes. Know what's going on, but be with your communities and uplift each other. If we take care of one another, there is enough for everybody. So now is the time of ceremony, prayers. Our prayers elevate the energy around us and within us. Our spiritual teams are waiting for us to work with them. And so it's a very, very potent time in history. I'm just hearing that we need a prayer circle. So I know some of you do it. Do your prayer circles. Let's do this together and independently, because the people around you need to hear the hope, the inspiration that they're not alone, that they're going to be okay, and everybody around us, a floating, what is it? A floating tide, a tide lifts all boats. You know what I mean. Right? We can do this. We can do this. And I'm so glad to see that you guys are feeling this. And I know that you're here for a reason. That we can do this together. We can inspire each other, and we can cheer each other on. And so we do have to ride the waves. I'm also being shown that, like, we were created for this. So, I'm seeing myself floating in the ocean, and there's no land in sight because it's uncertain times. And what I'm being told is to remember to breathe. My lungs will fill like a balloon, and my lungs will raise me. If I struggle in the water, I resist, and I can feel the water in my mouth. And if I panic or get caught up in that, And so I'm reminded to lay on my back, float with the tide. The tide is the tide. So float with the tide, breathe, fill up my lungs. They are the balloons that will keep me afloat. And before, I might be in the water for a while, but I can be assured that the tide will lead me to land at some point. Does that make sense? Yeah, so rising tide lifts all boats. That's what I was saying. So, oh man. And so that's what the cards have to say. Does anybody have any questions while I have these cards and I'm in the zone? I'm just seeing what else they want to share. So they got quiet. I think that's it. So I'm gonna go back to the top of the thing. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna pick a card for Jeanette. And this will be a card in the vein of, because I'm not reshuffling, this will be a card that Jeanette will receive, but it might be for you also. So let's see. The Hierophant. Okay. So what does Jeanette need to know? So the Hierophant is kind of like the Pope. Okay. And so this card is reminding us that we are the holy ones. We are the ones that we've been waiting for. We came in at this troubling time in history. One voice. Just a reminder that we have the power to transform through good, through the divinity within and around us. Some of the things that you're encouraged to do, Jeanette, pray, do your magic, continue healing, lifting yourself up. It's also, Jeanette, it's also talking about getting out and being among people so that your light touches them. And I'm kind of laughing because you and I just recently had a conversation. Yeah, we came in here with this agreement to come in during these crazy times, and it's like I'm seeing a picture of a Jedi too, with his, his sword, like cutting through the darkness. Again, that goes back to the swords, the King of Swords and the Page of Swords, right? To cut through the veil of illusions and to find our path. And the Hierophant comes in and is they are the holy ones. So, get out and be in the world. Each of us needs to be out and be in the world. And again, this supports the card of community. Okay, let's see who else. Bridget, I'm going to get a card for you, my dear. Oh, this card wants you, baby. Okay. Knight of Wands. And so Wands is fire, passion, new growth, and I'm seeing you moving forward in your world, reaching. You might be traveling. I'm seeing teaching, reaching new communities, collaboration. It feels like also that there is something coming up that is like a new collaboration, new leadership position. It has to do with your work and ceremony. I don't know, Bridget. There you go. Let's see. I still have some time, so let's see who is next. Richard. King of Cups. King of Cups. What would you like to tell Richard? So, I see you sitting on a throne, and looking into the water. So this, like, it looks like you're really, it's like you're looking over your empire and going deeper than you've ever gone into re-examining, going deeper into your why, what you're creating, why you're creating it, and where you want to go. So it feels like it's a very deep, reflective time. Now, um, it's also telling me it could be, there are certain different avenues of questions that you're looking at and reflecting at. And with one card, we're just getting that, yes, this is what's going on for you. And you would really benefit from a multi-card spread if that is in your desire at some point. But you'll have this, the Tarot Masters are looking at what you're doing, where you are in this moment of time, and so it's cool. Let's see. Brandy, are you there, Brandy? Let's pick a card for you. Oh, my dear friend. Okay, Ace of Cups. Oh, Brandy, I'm just seeing like color around you. Do you do art? It's like you've got a paintbrush and you're in the middle of a creative. I hear like tangent, like there's painting, creating all around you. And like, singing. There's feels like a joyful, free-flowing place. And it feels like you're like dancing in tune with the rhythm of the vibrational frequency of life. The harmonic frequency. Okay. Yes, 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 everywhere. That's good to know. Manic artist energy. But it feels like you're like maybe the harmonic frequency, it's like you're dancing the spirals of life. And there feels like there's a lot of movement and energy for you and a lot of joy. I think it would be probably safe to say this might be like one of the most joyous times in your life, that you feel more complete. So there you go. Keep going, girl. And we come across Amy. Amy gets a reading too. Okay. Amy, here we go. The 10 of Pentacles. You're welcome, Brandy. And you agree. I'm glad that life is good. So, Amy, the 10 of Pentacles. This is, this may be career. Pentacles are, you know, the things of the earth. It could be career, finances, manifestation, abundance. Amy. What is Amy? What does Amy need to know? So Amy, I'm hearing getting your ducks in order. So, you know, would it be fair to say that you are getting your ducks in order, looking at the foundation that you stand on? And, you know, it feels like some obligation or, you know, that there's a lot of people counting on you. Does that make any sense? Amy? Yeah, okay. So tell me, Amy, if you want me to go deeper, because this could go very personal, and I don't want to get into your personal business in a public forum. Do you have a question about the direction? It feels like you've got stuff on your mind, and any question? Okay, so ask me a question, Amy. Where do you want me to go with this card? Career, family, the obligations. Now, if it's career change, because it's kind of quiet on this end, and I know there's some lag time, but there might be a move. Are you thinking of a move, or it feels like a fairly lateral move in a career? Yeah. Well, listen. The global economy right now is in the toilet. It we're all seeing loss right now. The important message is don't make any big decisions right now. You know, so this is where like money all over, right? Surrounded by family. So don't make any big decisions right now. You know, we are in a time of great change. All the systems from 2012, the prophecies have talked about, even in 2012, they were anticipating the death, like the annihilation of society, right? In the Mayan calendar. And the truth is, and then the next day, after May 5th, and the reason I know this is because I was in Japan doing ceremony in this lineage that I have been initiated into. So we were doing ceremony for these changing times. And the next day, the world declared that it was inaccurate. But the truth is, there was an end at that point. It was an energetic shift. And so what happened was a new world began. And I remember my teacher talking about the prophecies, and all the systems were prophesied for thousands of years, that these are the times that the systems would change. And so, like, earlier I talked about, as the goddess came in with COVID, she laughed and she said, haha, like, who else can shut down the world, right? The energy changed with COVID. The energy changed back then. And so there's a lot of things happening, and there is, and the prophecy of the systems needing to collapse, it began with, healthcare, the educational system. The systems around have been collapsing and changing. Now it's we're in the financial correction, change. It is going to be hard, and that's why community is so important right now, because we need to help each other up. The old guard, as the goddess said during COVID, the old guard is in the middle of their death throes. We are in the middle of great change, but we need each other to lift each other up and to survive it. And so I can't tell you exactly how that's going to play out. I don't have that information. My gut is that it is going to be hard. So, batten down the hatches, like tighten up where you can. And maybe that's why the visual of me floating on the water is like, we were made for this time. So we need to breathe. We can't, fighting the energy of the times isn't going to help. Being uplifting, community, collaboration, doing this together. How can we help? We are the ones that we've been waiting for. So I think this reading today speaks to all of us. And particularly Amy is kind of like the proxy, like, what are these times going to bring? So, yes, you do have a lot on you financially. Sole income for family, and you manage the finances for my elderly parents. Okay. So, there is a lot. And you can see family all around, and the finances all around. One card reading is just agreeing. Yes, you are in a lot. You're in a lot. You're in a lot right now. So, but you're also, what I'm getting is that you're really smart. And you work with money very well. And so batten down the hatches and be smart. You guys can also collaborate a lot, share the burden, I think. Okay? So I think we went just on time. Everybody got a reading. Thank you for showing up. Because I love doing this. I love working with the Tarot Masters. I love being with you guys, and and this information is needed in the world. I am Suananian at soulfullyouwellness.com. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I will be posting this on my YouTube channel at Suananian. I'm here for you. We are truly in this together, and I am grateful to see you guys. So thank you, and have a blessed day, and go shine that light, because we can do this. Okay, and keep me posted what's going on in your neck of the woods. All right, guys, have a great day. I'm Sue Ananian at SoulfullyYouWellness.com. Talk to you soon.